Hello to all. So welcome to another videos lesson. This week we will be finishing chapter 9 because today we'll be starting chapter 9 lesson 4. But before we start, as usual, let's start by checking the homework. Most of the girls had done the homework and it was an easy one, but make sure you are checking the answers correctly, because every number is important. You know how important the numbers are in math, because even if you leave one of the numbers out, your answer is going to be wrong. So do make sure that you are checking each and every answer correctly. Okay, now so let's start by checking lesson 3 homework. That was page number 507. Okay, so here in this lesson, if you can remember, we had to write the equations and answer the questions which they had given. So this question says the table shows the number of cups of yogurt needed to make different amounts of a fruit smoothie. Use the table for 1 to 3. So batches is in B. So to make 3 batches, they need 9 cups of yogurt. To make 4 batches, they need 12 cups of yogurt. 5 cups, 15. 5 batches, 15 cups, 6 batches, 18 cups. So as soon as you look at the table, you need to know the pattern is multiply by 3. It's not addition, because 3 plus 6 gives you 9. 4 plus 6 doesn't give you 12. So 4 multiplied by 3 gives you 12. So the pattern is multiply by 3. So that equation is already given to you. C is equal to 3 multiplied by B. So C is always the output. C is Y. Always we start by writing the equation as Y equals 2. So let's move. You have the equation now. They already gave you the equation. So let's move to question number 2. How much yogurt is needed for 9 batches of smoothie? So smoothie batches is showed with B. So first you write the equation. The equation is C is equal to 3 multiplied by B. So we need to find C. They're asking how much yogurt. So how many cups of yogurt? We don't know. That is 3 multiplied by, in place of B, we will write 9, because they're asking for 9 batches. So it's going to be 27 cups of yogurt. So you will have, they will need 27 cups of yogurt to make 9 batches of smoothie. Okay, so now moving to question number 3. Jerry used 33 cups of yogurt to make smoothies. So he has used 33 cups. How many batches did he make? So here you need to find out how many batches he made. Simple as that. You're going to use the same equation again. C is equal to 3 multiplied by B. Okay, so the next one is, here already they have given you the number of cups. So that's 33 cups are already there, equals 3 multiplied by B. Now we need to find out how much is B. That's what they are asking, because he made some batches, but they don't know how many, but he used 33 cups. If you have 33 cups, how many batches can you make? Already you know it's going to be 11. 3 multiplied by 11 is going to give you 33. So or 33 divided by 3 is going to give you B. 33 divided by 3 is going to give you how much? 11, right? So he will need he has made 11 batches of smoothie. So this is your answer. Okay, next question. The question says the table shows the relationship between Vin's age and his sister's age. Use the table 4 to 5. So here Vin's age is W, which is going to be X. Vin's sister's age is S, which is going to be Y. So always we start by writing the equation Y equals 2. Okay, but before we write that, we need to find out the what's the rule for this table? Hope you all have found out the rule. It's going to be plus or multiply, because the value of X is less. So let's see. Is it plus? 8 plus what gives you 12? 8 plus 4 gives you 12. If it is plus 4 for this, it should be plus 4 for all. Let's find out. Is 9 plus 4 going to give you 13? Yes. Is 10 plus 4 going to give you 14? Yes. Is 11 plus 4 going to give you 15? Yes. So the rule for this table is plus 4, which means when you're writing the equation, you need to write it as Y equals what? So let's write the equation. The equation is going to be Y equals W, or Okay, just because I'm writing to make it like to show you only. So you know this is y and this is okay. So here what I wanted to tell you is w is going to be x and s is going to be y. I just wrote this part just to show you only. So let's write down the equation properly. You know y equals means in place of y it's s here. So s equals, what's x in place of x? What's the variable they have given you? W plus 4. So this is going to be your equation. S is equal to W plus 4. Now moving on to question number 5. They are asking when Win is 14 years old, how old will his sister be? So what are you going to do? Win's age is W, right? So all what you need to do is in place of W, you are going to replace W with 14. That's because Win's age is W. So with the question is when Win is 14 years old, how old his sister will be? So 14 plus 4, which is going to give you S is equal to 18. Okay, so how old is Win's sister going to be? She's going to be 18 years old. Okay, now moving to next page, question number 1 and 2. The question says, the table shows the total cost of C in dollars. So C is going to be the total cost, which is also Y, right? And of dollars, N gift baskets. So the number of gift baskets is N. What will be the cost of 9 gift baskets? So first, of course, we need to have a formula. Without a formula, we cannot do anything. So to write the formula, we need to find out the pattern of this table. So is it going to be a plus or a multiply pattern? Of course, it's going to be a multiply pattern because the numbers are very big here. So it's going to be multiplied by 12 because 3 12s are 36, 4 12s are 48, 5 12s are 60. So now you know the pattern. Pattern is multiplied by 12. But let's write an equation. So which letter do you start with? Do you start with N or do you start with C? You start with C. So C equals, which letter am I going to write? N, right? Because that's the other variable, multiplied by 3 or 12? 12. Because the pattern is multiplied by 12. So C is equal to N multiplied by 12, or also you can write it as 12N. It's the same, N multiplied by 12 or 12N is also the same. So the question is, what will the cost of 9 gift baskets be? So when they're asking about 9 baskets, so C equals, in place of N, that's the number of gift baskets, I will write 9 multiplied by 12, which is going to be 108 money, right? Yeah, it's the total cost. So total cost is $108. Yeah, it's in dollars. So we have to put the dollar sign. 9 multiplied by 12, which is equal to $108. Next question number 2 is similar to this. The table shows the number of minutes M. So minutes is number M that Tara has practiced for D days, which means for 1 day it's 35 minutes, 3 days 105 minutes, 5 days 175 minutes, 7 days 245 minutes. If Tara has practiced for 70 minutes, how many days has she practiced? Before doing anything, we need a formula. Without a formula, you cannot do anything. So to find the formula, we have to find out the pattern first. So the pattern for this is going to be multiplied by 35 because you cannot add. That's common sense, right? We have to be smart enough to know this much. So the pattern is going to be 1 multiplied by 35. So you have to multiply by 35. First, let's write the equation. So how do you write the equation? You start with M because that's the output. So M equals D, that's the number of days, multiplied by 35. Okay, so this is our equation. So the question here is, if Tara has practiced for 70 minutes. So in this question, we are going to write 70 in place of M because M is the number of minutes. So D multiplied by 35. Now without thinking twice, all of you know what multiplied by 35 gives you 70. What gives you 70? Something multiplied by 35. So it's going to be D equals 2. Because 2 multiplied by 35 is going to give you 70. So she has practiced for 2 days, which is equal to 70 minutes. So these are your homework questions. I hope most of you would have got everything right. Again, I'm telling you, don't copy the answers which are on the screen in front of you. Try to understand and do it. Even if you're wrong, no problem. You can correct it with the video. But there is no use just copying the answers from the video. Okay, now moving on to today's lesson. Today's lesson is going to be chapter number 4. So chapter number 9, lesson 4. Okay, so that's going to be this graphing relationship. Now, graphing relationship is not a difficult one for you because already we have taken you have taken this in physics. I know you all have taken graphs in physics. It's not so it's going to be the same one as here. Okay, so here what you need to do, but before you start, I want you to watch the video of the dog and then we will start doing the lesson.
Hello, I've been walking for a while, so I'm going to rest here for a few minutes. See that antique lamp over there? The shopkeeper has been trying to sell it for a while now, but she hasn't had much luck. The shopkeeper frequently reduces the prices on items she doesn't sell quickly. Maybe there's a relationship between the cost of the item and the number of weeks it's been on sale. But how can we find this out for sure? Let's see. Wow, the cost of the lamp has gone down quite a bit since the 6th week. After 6 weeks, the price of the lamp was $108. 2 weeks after that, it went down to $104. Then, every 2 weeks after that, it went down another $4 each time. So right now, after 12 weeks, the price of the lamp is $96. We have a lot of information, but how can we use all these numbers to show the relationship between the cost of the item and how long it's been on sale? I know. We can use these numbers to make a graph of the relationship. Come on, let's try it out. A cafeteria has a pancake making machine. The table shows the relationship between the time in hours and the number of pancakes the machine can make. Graph the relationship represented by the table. Let's unlock the problem. The column that shows the time in hours shows the inputs. The column that shows the number of pancakes made shows the outputs. The number of pancakes made depends on the amount of time that passes. Each row in the table can be used as a pair of coordinates for a point on a graph. In order to graph the relationship, use each row of the table to write an ordered pair, XY, where X is the input and Y is the output. Let X represent the time in hours and Y represent the number of pancakes made. According to the first row in the table, when X is 1, what's the value of Y? The value of Y is 100, so the ordered pair for the first row is 1, 100. When X is 2, Y is 200, so the ordered pair is 2, 200. When X is 3, what's the value of Y? The value of y is 300. So the ordered pair is 3, 300. The next ordered pair is 4, 400. What's the ordered pair for the last row? The last ordered pair is 5, 500. Now let's graph the relationship between the time in hours and the number of pancakes made. Graph a point for each ordered pair.
Okay, girls, here what I want to tell you is using these coordinates, these are called an ordered pair. This is going to be the value of x and this is going to be the value of y. If you see, this is x and this is y. This line, you have all the x's and this line is called the y-axis. Okay, so what you're going to do is you have to draw points and then join them. So here it's 1 is x, so here 1 is x. And y is 100. When x is 1, y is 100. So when x is 1, y is 100. So where they both meet, we need to put a point. The next one is 2, 200. So x is 2 and y is 200. So where they both meet, you need to put a point. Then next is 3, 300. So 3 is here, go up in the line. And where is 300? Where these two meet, you put a point. So like that, if you draw the graph and then join the points, you will get a graph like this.
What pattern do you notice in the graphed set of points? The set of points lies along a straight line.
Okay, now keeping this in our mind, I want you to do this example which is in our book. It's the similar one, only the numbers here are different because here instead of 100 they give 200 and they have the skip counting of 200. So I want you to do this part. Okay, I will give you just a minute to complete these only. Just complete the ordered pair and then we will draw the graph together. Okay, did you all complete this part? So this is going to be 2. So 1 is 200. So 2 is going to be, I'll draw this so that we can complete it. Okay, so So 2, for 1 it is 200, for 2 it's going to be 200, for 3 it's going to be 300, sorry, for 3 it's going to, wait. 1 is already given, so for 1 it is 100, for 2 it is 400, for 3 it is 600. Just from the table you need to copy the values, that's it. So for 3 it is 600, and then for they did not give us the pair, so here we write 4, and on the other side we write 800, and here they did not give us the coordinates, so we move and write 5, and the ordered pair is going to be 1000. Just that you have to copy the values from the table. Okay, now let's move on. What are they saying? The next one, choose an appropriate scale for each axis of the graph. So they already gave you something like this. We need to complete the graph. We need to complete the axis. So let's complete the x-axis first. So here it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then it's going to be 4, then 5, and then 6. So we have all the values of the x-axis. So here we have to complete the y-axis. So it was 200, 400. What's after that? It's going to be 600, and then it's going to be how much? From the table, 800. It's like skip counting. You need a pattern to write. The next one is going to be 1000. Okay, now using our table, you can see when x is 1, y is 200. So when x is 2, what is y going to be here? When x is 2, y, how much is the y from the table? It is 400. So you just need to draw a circle on the point where both of them meet. See here, it's 2 and 400. So you go all the way up to 2, from 2 and then across 400. So where they meet, you just draw a point. The next one is 3 and 600. So you go all the way above the 3 line, go, go, go. Where the 600 is meeting, you need to draw a point there. Now mine is not so accurate as you know, but because you are doing in your book and pencil, you can do it more accurately. Okay, then when it is 4, it is 800, right? Yes, 4, it's 800. So go along the 4 line, 4, 4, 4 up, and where the 800 and 4 meet, you need to draw a point there. Okay, my points are becoming smaller and smaller, but you girls need to draw. Okay, fine. When it is 5, it's 1000. So all the way along the line of 5 and then 1000, where they both meet, you need to draw a point. Now, the next part is we are going to join them. How are you going to join them? You must use your ruler for this. From 0, you need to touch all these points and draw a straight line. So your graph is going to be like this. Okay, so you have to be very careful. You have the graph you're drawing has to be straight and the points accurate. So I hope this is no problem for you girls. So I don't want you to do the next question, whereas I want you to do question number 1 from page number 8. Okay, so this is page number 513. I want you to do question number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, we will try to finish how much ever we can, and then let's see whether we can finish the lesson, because I just gave one period for today. This lesson is not difficult for you, so I just kept it for one day. Okay, so first let's complete this table here. Graph the relationship represented by the table. So when x is 1, y is 50. When x is 2, what is y? It is 100. When x is 3, it is 150, right? And when x is 4, y is 200. So keeping these points, we are going to draw the graph. So this is the graph given to you. You need to draw and then join the points. Okay. So already 1 is done for you. When x is 1, y is 50. So this is the point. Now the next one, when y is 2, x is 100. So you move along the line of 2, and where the 100 and the 2 meet, you draw a dot there. Okay, this is the point. Next is when x is 3, y is 150. So you go along the 3 and up until 150. So where they both meet, you need to draw another point. Next, oops. Okay, next one. Okay, let that be, it's better. Next one is 4 and 200. So 4 above the along that line, you will go until 200. Draw the line. Now next one, what you will do is draw the line. So use your ruler. Start from 0. Okay, along it should touch all these points which we drew. So you will have a straight line. Your graph should be like this. I hope you all have done this way, same way. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Finish question number 2, and then let's discuss the answers together. And I think 2 minutes is too much because it's a very easy lesson, so you don't need even 2 minutes. You can finish it within a minute. Okay, are you all done? you don't need much time because you don't need to write anything. You just have to draw the dots and then join the points. That's all. So let's start. When x is 20, y is 100. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So when x is 20, y is 100. So you go along the line of 20 until 100 and you put a point. You draw a point there. What's the next value? 40 and 200. So for 40, you will move along 40 until you reach 200. Here is 200. So you will put a point there as well. Next one, 60 and 300. So you go along the line of 60 until it's 300, and then you draw a point there. 80 and 400. So 80, you go along 80, 80, 80 until you reach 400 and you put a point there. The next one is you need to join all these points. Always start by joining from this point here, from 0, until you must touch all the points. So that's going to be a straight line graph like that. Okay, now let me show you how to do question number 3, and then I'll give you 2 minutes. You will do question number 4. So question number 3, they have given us when x is not 4, y is 9, x is 5, y is 7, x is 6, y is 5, x is 7, then value is missing here, x is 8, y is 1. How do you find the missing value? So it's here, see, graph the relationship represented by the table to find the unknown value of y. So all what we need to do is, using these information, we will draw the graph first. So when x is 4, y is 9. So how do you do x is 4? X is 4, you move along 4 and until you reach 9. So you put a point there. So it's here. Okay. Next is 5 and 7. So 5 is here. So we move until we reach 7 on the y-axis. So it's here. We put a point there. Now the next one, 6 and 5. So when it is 6, we move until 5, put a point there. I hope you all are doing with me. So put a point there. For 7, we don't have. The value of y, we don't know. So let's move to 8. Here in graphs, anything is not there doesn't mean it's 0, but we have to check that out later. But when there is nothing written, you don't graph the point. Next is 8 and 1. So 8 and 1 here. Now, the second step you need to do is join these dots. Okay, now how are you going to join them? You will join them from here till you will draw a longer line like that. Okay, now that we have the graph with us, we can find out what's the value of y when x is 7. How do you find that out? You can see this line, a number, okay, 7, x is 7. So you go along this line, you go up and up. I'm not moving up straight. So you go up and up until you reach the line, until where you touch the line. So when you want to find an unknown value, you will go along the number until you touch the line which we drew, and then check what is the number on the y-axis which is showing that point. So it is 3, which means the value of y is 3 when x is 7. I will repeat again. What you need to do is, when you don't know the value, you choose the number and you go up and up and up until you reach the line, until you touch the line which we drew, and then go across and see what is the value of y for that. So it's 3. You will have the unknown value as 3. Okay, now I'm giving you 2 minutes. Do number 4 by yourself, and then let's see the answer you got is the same as, the answer is correct or not. So your 2 minutes start now. Okay, I think you must have finished it by now, right? Okay, so let's see. All what you need to do is start graphing. So x is 1, y is 3. So this is x, and where is y is 3? You go along 1 until you reach 3, and then you put a point. Okay, then the next one is 3 and 4. So 3 is here, x, this is the x-axis, so 3 is here. You go about along 3 until you reach 4, put a point there. 5 and 5, so 5, you go up 5 by 5 until you reach the y, 5 of y. Okay. 7 we don't know, so we cannot graph. 9 is 7, so 9, you go along the line of 9, and then where is y is 7? It's here until 7. Okay, the next step is you need to join these points. So start by joining your points which you drew. A little bit further, it doesn't matter. Okay, now from this graph we can find the value of 7 when x is 7. So what you do is you go along the line of 7. Okay, go up, 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 up until you reach the line which we drew, and then check across what is the value of y. What is the value of y? It is 6. So here you need to just say when x is 7, y is 6. That's all. Easy. Easy peasy, right? Yes. So this was your lesson for today. I just want you only to do one more question. And that is question number 10 in the next page. That's all, nothing more. Only question 10, so let's do it together. Okay, so graph the relationship and find out the unknown value. It's the same as what we did now. So when x is 1, y is 2. So the point will be here. Are you drawing the points with me? Okay, when x is 2, y is 2.5. 2.5 means it's 2.5, half. So half is between 2 and 3. And of course, it's a think smarter question, right? When 3 we don't know. When 4, it's x is 4, it's 3.5. So 3.5 is between 3 and 4. 3.5 means 3.5. So let's join these 3 points. Oops, again it became a very thick. Okay, so let's join these 3 points. Okay, now keeping these 3 points, what is the value of y when x is 3? What do? Just go along up 3 until you touch the line which we drew, and then go across and check what is the value of y. So it is 3, which means the value of y is 3. Okay, I hope you girls understood this lesson. It's a very easy lesson, so I want you to do the homework. Now listen to me carefully about the questions, because I don't have them. Let me check. If I have, I will show you. Where is it? Yes. Okay, so you will be doing page number 515. Okay, question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you will do all the 6 questions on this page, and next page question number 1 only. So page 515, question number 1 till 6, and next page question number 1 only. So until I meet you girls in the next video, stay safe and take care of yourselves.